The Nigeria exchange closed on a negative note amid sell-offs and buying interest as the benchmark all-share index depreciated by 7 basis points. The Nigeria exchange all-share index closed at 47,251.93 points to reflect a decline of 0.07% from the previous trading day and a year-to-date return of 10.62%. Meanwhile, the market capitalization decreased by 18.56%, and that's the 16.56 billion naira actually at the close of market on Monday, 21st March 2022. The stock exchange market value currently stood at 25.4 trillion naira at the end of the trading day. The market breadth closed negative as Guinness led 15 gainers and 22 losers, topped by RTB Briscoe at the end of the day session. The stock market has advanced 4,535.49 basis points since the start of the year. And now let's take a look at the stock market summary for the day. That's for yesterday. We see the all-share index closing at 47,251.93. That's a decrease of 0.07% at 4,485 deals. That's an upward swing of 4.57%. And then the volume traded was 213.57 million. That's a decline of 64.38%. The value traded was 2.68 billion naira. And then the market capitalization stood at 25.47 trillion naira. All right, to analyze this with us this morning is Ambrose Omodion. He is the Chief Research Officer at Invest Data Consultant Limited. He analyzes and talks to us about what happened at the market yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us, Ambrose.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah.
Now, let's look at the close of market yesterday, where we saw Guinness leading 15 gainers with 10% to close at 71 naira 50 kobo. And of course, we see that some form of increase in their activities. What would you attribute this to?
Yeah, actually, if you look at the market performance yesterday, I will tell you that the negative sentiment or sell-off or profit taking is still lingering in the market as the investors are looking to the trigger that will come at the end of this quarter, especially the last trading days of the quarter, knowing that this company that had December year end will be making their financials available. But I also tell you that, when the MPC meeting opened yesterday, the market was dull, and you saw a lot of stocks on the loser chart and the gainer side at yesterday, especially in the midday. But as the market proceeds, investors also start taking position in some stocks that they see value, especially those that have pulled back, that have created opportunity for them to buy. Then for me, those bargain hunters are gradually coming back to the market. That is why you saw about 15 gainers against 22 losers. But at afternoon yesterday, we were seeing almost just 3 gainers against 13 losers. But before the day runs out today, the question, position taking also came in. But not because people are also looking at what is happening in Europe. But the good news is that now that the president of Ukraine has demanded that he want to negotiate, he want to do a negotiation deal with Putin, the president of Russia, I think gradually we might see peace returning back to that region, which also will be a plus for our market. But because of the oil price that is on the upside, it's also like kind of giving what we call pressure on inflation, and which at the outcome of MPC meeting yesterday, they factor all this into their decision, and that's why they left the interest, the monetary rate policy rate, which is the MPR, unchanged, another instrument for monetary policy. For me, they see that it is better for us to drive our economy than trying to fixing it by kind of deflating what we have achieved. For me, it's a good decision at this point to just watch the impact of what is happening in Europe, and at the same time what our economy will do between now and end of the second half of the year. For me, it's a good one, but the market has speak now. There's no cause for alarm. If you remember, I've said it often and often in our program here, that as far as the market is still on a distribution space, until it comes down to the decline, that's where panic will come. This means that people are taking profit in and out. But once the market crosses down the 47,000 mark, that is where panic will come. But as far as we're looking forward to what I said, earnings around the corner, now the outcome of MPC meeting is a kind of support for the equity market, because at the last fixed income market, you can see that there was a mixed yield in the fixed income market. That tell you that outcome of this MPC meeting will also be a trigger for what for equity market because rate will not change. That means in a short time, the return on the fixed income market will still remain low compared to inflation that is taking up, which is going to send them to more negative position. I expect that funds will gradually start moving away to equity market, especially those companies that have fundamental. And also, they're going to release more earnings news, another news between now and 31st of March. I see another kind of activity in the market. For me, anybody that's in the market now can take advantage of this pullback to position in gold and sand stock against the end of the quarter and also expectation of a first quarter result in April. Yeah.
Well, we see the market trending bearish, especially with 22 losers surpassing the 15 gainers. Do you see any form of twist or turn in the activities? Do you see the bulls taking over over time?
Yeah, the bull is on the already because I will tell you this MPC meeting is one of the factors that kept the market in this kind of mode, and also the panic selling was seen because of what is happening in Ukraine. I said if the president of Ukraine now can say he demands for a negotiation deal with Putin, he knows that peace is what we need. If that deal goes through, and also now our inflation rate is on a up direction, and MPC meeting they left the rate unchanged. It tells that the fixed income window will be a bit tight. For them, they will look at where they can make money in a short time. And if you can make money in a short time, it's an equity market. Because even if we are looking at the fixed income market like a treasury, your 264 days is less than 6%, less than 5% no return. Whereas equity can give you 10% in a day. And if you're in a good stock that has a dividend paying policy, you're going to pay dividend. And I think for me, that should be the attraction in the equity space now. That means as from today, now the FCC meeting yesterday, we saw the outcome after the governor gave us the communique that yes, they remain unchanged. That also change investors' sentiment and the decision making within this period. Yeah.
So how do you think investors should position themselves for these activities?
No, actually, as I've just said earlier, that in any mature market or in an environment where people understand how to invest, which we are trying to invest data to give Nigerian investors education, you don't wait to see earnings of a company before you position. You look at what is happening in the sector where the company is